Hi guys, today I'm going to show you some conditioning work that steps will do. So let's get into it. So our first thing is going to be some handspring presses, but we're going to do them in pike first, so it's easier to show. So first, you have your feet together, stand with feet together, put your hands down. Then, from here, you get your shoulders over your wrists, then push off, point your toes off the ground. Try to keep your feet together. I can't really, I'll try though. It's harder. So, you do that the whole way. If you guys still don't know how to do it, you guys can go shoulder forwards. Then after you get your shoulders forwards, then you push off. Don't jump off. You gotta push off. So another way you could do it is try to get your shoulders over your hands. Stay in that position, then get your feet together. Well, back on the ground. So that was a bit hard. So I feel like the other way would be easier. Okay, then that is our first thing. We do it forwards. And backwards, we're going to do the same thing, but in straddle. So, from here, straddle the exact same thing. Have your legs apart, because we're in straddle. Put your hands down, backwards. So you do the same thing, except when you lift off, you push further away. So, alright, that is it. Now, we are going to do some other stuff. So, now we're going to do, this is quite hard. So, if you don't want to really do it, it's okay. You can skip this part. But you go in front support, then you go. Now, that is the hard bit. So the hard bit is bouncing and staying tight in your position. So from the ground, you have to, every time, you gotta push off with your hands, and at the same time, your feet go push off, point off the ground, and while your hands go. All right. Then all you gotta do is just stay in a tight position. So here is a drill for it. You might want to do some dish holds to stay in a tight position. So this is a dish hold, if you guys don't know what it is. So start in a straight shape. Lift your legs up. Lift your arms up. You're going to stay like that in the same position. But you're going to lift your body up. So lift it up. So like this. Like that. You can hold it for 10 seconds. But here, I'll give you a challenge. The challenge is 20 seconds. So you've got to try and hold it for 20 seconds. That is only the challenge if you think you can be strong and make it. So now we are going to do the back to the push-up position bounces. So it is actually, you have to, instead of just bouncing on a spot, you gotta bounce forwards. Don't go too much forwards. Maybe move like this much each time. So, since you already probably done the front support shape, if you know what that is. It is this, and sorry, we held our dish before, so we're going to go like that the whole way. Maybe like 10 times if you can't do it that well, if it's a bit challenging. Alright, so now we're going to do some lunges. So a sideway lunge. So you have your feet apart, bend them so that it's like a 90 degrees angle. But maybe a little smaller, like a pizza shape, like that. Have your hands together in some fists, you don't have to. And, okay, so when you go from here, don't put your feet fully together. Try to do that. And don't go like this. Your kneecaps should be pointing forwards, not in or out. Okay, so those, you go both ways. Then we're going to do some walking on toes on releve. So we're going to go on toes on releve. So on releve, this, some people go releve like this. They call it releve, but this is releve. So when you have releve, is literally your whole toes pointed, but you have your toes flipped. Only your toes. Like that. Some people just do it like this. Some people do it like that, which is the right position. So guys, hold it like this. Alright, so we're not going to walk on it. We're going to go down, up, down, up. So one time up, 1, 2, and all the way. Do that 10 times. If it is a bit hard, you can do it 5 times only. Alright, so moving on to our next one is this. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, we're going to do that 5 times. Okay, so after that, we have some, alright, this is confusing, but we're going to start in straight shape, so just like start normally, roll the candle, jump backwards, roll the candle, jump backwards, and when you jump backwards, try to jump high. Not like this. Alright? So you gotta jump high. Like that. So, yeah. Now we're going to have some normal. So, like, normal conditioning. So, like, we're just gonna sit down. Right, so we're gonna bend our legs and straighten them. When you straighten them, don't go like, just don't do this, which is like normal, with your heels not off the ground. Now, you've got to straighten your legs so much that your heels are going off the ground. So, keep on doing like that 20 times. If it's too hard, 10 times. Then we're going to go on our tummy. Do the same thing, but our kneecaps are lifting. 20 times. If it's too hard, 10, like again. All right. Now we are going to do some holds. So we are going to do dish hold, arch hold, side dish, other side dish. So I'll show you what they are. You guys will probably know what a dish hold is unless you skip that part, which means you lift your arms up, you lift your legs up, both legs, then you go into a dish, so which means lifting your shoulders up, lifting your upper back up. Like that. Alright, that is dish. Hold it for 10, or if you want a little bit of challenge, 20. But if it is still too hard, 15. Alright, now we're going to show you the arch hold. So we're going to start like this. We're going to start on our tummy, lift our legs up, lift our arms up. We're going to still have our belly on the ground, then we're going to lift it. Don't go, you got to lift your head up. Like that. You're going to do 10 if you want a little bit of challenge, 15 if you want a harder challenge, 20. Alright, then we're going to do side dish. So, we start like this in a straight shape. Put your arm down to your side. Then slide it in front of you. Turn your hands in front of you. Turn your hands facing your head. Place your hand here, bent. Then you're going to lift. So when you lift, you can't go. When you lift, you got to lift your shoulders up, lift your legs up, sometimes try and lift your hips up, which would be a bit of a challenge. I can't even do that, but if you guys are really strong, you can try that. Right, so that is it. That would be 10 seconds. Then we're going to do the other side. Same thing, place your hand here. Sorry about that. Lift up. 10 seconds again. Alright, now we are going to do long push-up position. So this is a normal push-up position. This is a long push-up position. So you have to try to get your shoulders open, but don't fall down like that. Alright, you can try, if you have a friend with you, you can try to do a competition. So from front support, walk your hands down. Actually, let's start from long support. The person who comes down, the person who stays up for the longest wins. Alright, they're gonna try to hold it for 10 seconds. Alright, so now we're going to do, if you have stretch and can try to do the middle splits, you can try this from pike. So pike, we are going to go from here, put your hands here, go into straddle, then we're going to slide through straddle into middle splits, then to your tummy, up to front support, walk your hands, so to front support, walk your hands up, sit down, and do it again. Around about 3 times. If you want a little bit of challenge, 5. You can do more if you want. It's free choice. All right. So now we are going to do some ski jumps. So the ski jumps are, let's say, you might want to use something as a line here. So I have my line here. Now, we're going to jump. If you guys have a super long line, you can jump from the start to the end. But if you don't, you can just go. Now, let's try to do hands on hips. If you want a bit of a challenge, hands by your ears, up in straight shape, and jump. Alright, I hope that helped you a lot. Bye guys, thank you for watching my video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Bye!